This is really long. I'm not even sure if I'm ever going to continue with all this recording. I got a lot of stuff lined up, so. This merchant is here too. Let's see what he's got. Does this guy have anything when it comes? Yeah, the Bianca stuff. Though it wouldn't be bad to have it. There's not much else to get here, so.
And how much is Mother Giselle willing to offer?
Can you really put a price on the love of Andraste?
Oh, he can, trust me. He most definitely can. There seems to be an issue going on at the head. Just a question. Is this? That's Liliana, Cullen, Solas, and Josephine. Okay.
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
He's willing to talk about it.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives.
I can understand that.
I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Okay. Orsino's fate made no sense.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
You made up the Arishok fight.
There is no way Hawk really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Qunari.
I was told later that the Qunari disavowed his actions. Apparently the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting.
Okay.
She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and templars, so far. I
Cool.
guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her own Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little sister is in the Free Marches, helping some of the other survivors from the Kirkwall Circle. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Okay, so that's how everything has been going on.
Need something?
I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
What do you do? I already know
Your
that.
line of work. You're a merchant.
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Cool. Could you do Liliana's job?
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly
He's
great
honest
ones
about
can
it.
keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Okay. What books do you write?
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've Tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What shops do you own?
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders.
Ah,
Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
that was probably all that he had. How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Ah, and what about Bianca?
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. Funny story. I bought a salvaged ship and found her locked in a dragonbone reinforced chest in the hold.
That's
I
bullshit.
broke 3 dozen lockpicks and blunted 9 saws opening that trunk, but it was worth it.
Why Bianca?
Who's she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not? Ah!
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Okay.
Thanks, Ferry.
No problem.
Okay, so Solus and the others are mostly there. I've already talked to Cassandra. Let's start with Solus. I'm interested in what he has to say. I haven't had much chance to chat with the guy.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it.
That would
Any
be...
artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You think it survived?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The
Point
artifact
taken.
that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Then we
We
should
would do
find
well
it.
to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing.
Then they must have
Whatever
taken
the
it.
artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
I just wanted to know you a bit.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Sure.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
But why?
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
That sounds actually pretty cool.
Sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality, where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
I'd like to know more about demons.
Your circle says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction. to
They
the living.
envy us, actually.
But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
I wonder if we could change that.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
I just think if there's
We'll
a
talk
peaceful
later.
option, we should...
Goodbye.
I just believe in peaceful resolutions to any situation. Not everything has to be resolved through violence and confrontation. You want to defeat your enemy?
Told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segrid he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Let's just... Adan, I got what you
You're
wanted.
back. And in one piece.
Tygan's
You
note.
said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
You got it.
Farewell.
Lyrium potion. Oh, now I get the Lyrium potion. Upgrade potion. Let's begin with the healing potion. I've got enough of that. Dawn Lotus. Nice. Okay, regeneration potion. Research. Increased duration. Let's do that too. Lyrium potion? I require Black Lotus for that. Tonics. I only know rock armor tonics. Improved duration. I found the crystal grace, might as well just improve potency. Though potency is more useful. Let's see what we've got under grenades. And even fire. Nope, not happening. I think I'll keep the rest. So let's see what we can do when it comes to equipping them. The rock armor tonic is definitely useful. I'll keep that.
Perhaps another time.
That was the chat with Solus. Let's see if we can find some more people to chat with. Seems there's an issue.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Oh, great.
Back
Alright.
already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
He's trying to start.
Walk safely.
He really wants to antagonize everyone, doesn't he? Hi, can I talk to you, sweetheart?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
To be honest, I can't really speak for that lady. And
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
Then we can only guess at what he wants.
that's pretty much where it comes down
that the
to.
Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins.
Well, this is definitely not an option.
Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Nah, my sympathies.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, What good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Let me help you then.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
You sure? I wanted to chat, actually. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk right now, apparently. I finally got what you wanted.
When will you be able to
Can I
get
help
us the
you with
crafting
something?
supplies we need?
Okay, so we just go to the requisition table.
Make her go with you.
Inspect Inquisition weapons. Craft item.
Stand on us. I hope my hump.
Well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports.
And now I can't talk to her. That's just weird. Let's see how this goes.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Traitors in this point need to be taken care of.
Glad to see traitors are dealt with quickly.
We must do whatever it takes to protect our interests. I am pleased that you agree.
I just hate traitors.
I have no tolerance for traitors.
You take a harsh view. But I suppose that is the way in these
I
troubled
don't
times.
like people who
We will
backstab
make
each
the
other.
Inquisition a force to fear. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I didn't actually understand, but it was pretty clear what this was about.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you care about mages?
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Investigate. You're Justinia's left hand.
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did? What of it?
Why start an Inquisition?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'll try my best then.
I'll try not to break anything.
That's good to hear.
Why don't you join my party?
I could use the left hand of the divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Sorry.
What exactly does the left hand of the divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why so many enemies?
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy,
They wished her harm.
That's a bit shady.
It sounds like you did some unscrupulous things as the left hand.
Perhaps, but wouldn't you do anything to protect what you love?
Okay.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Were you more than friends?
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic.
Okay,
Love
was
is
it?
common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
Okay, okay.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
I guess she isn't done talking with me then.
We'll talk more later.
She's busy after all. I'll talk to Cullen after I talk. Actually, Josephine is inside anyway, so might as well have a chat with Cullen. And the prick.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
That's us, you ass.
Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave.
The rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
I'm not the herald.
I don't believe I'm Andraste's herald any more than you do, Chancellor.
That laudable humility won't stop the Inquisition from using a misconception when it suits them.
The Inquisition claims only that we must close the breach or perish.
You say that now, Commander. We shall see if the sentiment remains true.
Cullen, why is he here?
Remind me, why are you allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
Great. Is the Mage Templar war large?
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
But who killed the Divine? That's the thing.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you
Some
won't
just
believe
more than
the
others.
Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
I'll return with good news.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
Can I talk more to Cullen? I want to talk about what he's like.
I will keep the peace while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Ass. Alright. Let's get inside and...
Speak only the word. Sing only the chant. Then the Golden City is mine.
Let's see if there's anything in the dungeons again. Maybe we've taken someone hostage. That would not do our cause much good, but I'm allowed to hope. I can't do that without the proper perk. What are perks anyway? I don't understand exactly how that works. I know there's a chest in here, but without the proper, well, skills I can't get in. Let's just look around again. There's that, well, let's say researcher. Okay.
Researcher Minave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number.
Yes. Thank you for your help. Tell me, are you happy this way? With everything you feel and dream cut away?
I no longer talk to dragons.
I see. Maker, go with you.
Let's have a talk with Manager Jail.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I'm trying. I'll say that.
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task such as closing the breach is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone.
No fucking way!
You remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals, advisors, even her husband for a time. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
That comparison scares me. But I understand her sentiment.
I appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Wait, what was the last one like?
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is
impossible
a difficult decision.
To say right now.
All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
True that.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
How are people at Haven exactly?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the mages and the Templars destroyed their homes.
Great.
In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
That's bad. Starving's bad.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we
Is she ever gonna get a creak in her neck with that thing on her head?
Some come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that,
they've definitely changed some of the, let's say, wardrobe of some of the
it
characters.
is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
How are people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Similar words spoken. Oh, so this is where she hangs out.
To me, child, and I shall embrace in my arms lies it.
Okay, there's nothing here. I know there's a researcher here, so... Oh.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach.
Hi!
Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven.
Rightful owner?
House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden.
Take off a
We were
mask. I
honored
don't trust people who
to lend
wear
this use to
masks in
Divine
front of my
Justine.
face.
She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
It's follower. The people need shelter, and I'm gonna give it to them. If you want to do this, bring it up to my lawyer.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock.
Go get a new
We
coat.
face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
It's not gonna last. She doesn't look happy.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian.
And Haven is in
If the Marquis wishes
Ferelden
to claim
ground.
Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I can imagine not. You handle the Marquis quite well. But maybe I shouldn't have interrupted, but still.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
There's
You
a
expect
surprise.
more people in Haven.
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
That's what you're here for.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
Where are you from?
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais.
I bet you had a lot of contention with the crows.
Singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
I'm glad you're here then.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late.
I can imagine.
I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Okay. She's got quite the outfit though.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. First, we're too dangerous to let out of the circles. And then we're apostate rebels. But they seem to like you.
Then I'm
My
gonna be
name
the
is
sole
Mage.
hope of every
Search
mage.
demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
So you're a mage?
You said you were a mage?
No, just an apprentice. I was
Oh.
a year or so from my harrowing, at least. The enchanters were being kind. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
Investigate. Didn't you join the
I'm
rebels?
surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I liked studying. I liked performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
But now they've gone mad.
A pity the Templars now want to see us all dead or made tranquil.
The problem is not that there are angry people on both sides. The problem is other people listening to their anger. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
That explains a lot. Whoa, well, that's just cruel.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold, a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
So you research creatures.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Uh-huh. You protected the
You
Tranquil.
said that you were keeping some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled. The rest were forgotten. You know how the Circle mages saw the Tranquil. They're just there to enchant items and keep the floors clean. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves. Can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
They're lucky to have you. But I wonder why.
Why would you want to spend time with the Tranquil?
They're polite. They don't bother you if they don't need something. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
Why study creatures?
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying.
No
But
kidding.
once you know how it works, you can deal with it.
I've met a
It's
few of
just another
those.
part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
There's a mind I can relate to.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Okay. Turn in research.
Please tell me if you find something.
I will when I do. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Guess it's off to the war room now, huh?